Michelle Williams, Jenny Slate, Rob Delaney, and Jay Duplass. Give it up! You can see the new series on FX and Hulu. In honor of their series, it is time for a little quiz game called
Quite the Turn On.
All right, well, Rob has been kind enough to agree to host, so Rob, take it away. Don't screw up.
Thank you, Kelly. The teams are Kelly and Michelle versus Jenny and Jay. Yes, correct. Yes, that's who you are. You know your name. In this game, I'll read a clue or a question. The answer will be something you turn on, like a light switch.
Okay.
Yep, that's it. That's the game.
Okay.
If you know the answer, hit your button and shout it out. The other team can jump in if you're wrong.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay. Question 1. If you wake up early and feel like a banana peanut butterflax seed kimchi smoothie to help with digestion, you might need to turn on what machine?
A blender vitamin.
Yeah!
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I see
We're
what's
gonna be
going
on
on.
fire.
Okay.
I see how this is gonna go.
Question 2. Next. If you're driving down the road at night and someone flashes you, it's either because they just heard an urban legend or you forgot to
Turn on your headlight.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Rob. Sorry. I feel like Kelly hit the buzzer before you were done with the question.
Are we not allowed to do that?
Yeah, you are allowed to do that. Yeah. So I know. Different people cope with carnage situations in different ways.
Okay.
Oh
my gosh.
Just let it slide. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Question 3. In the movie Home Alone, the bad guys turned on the faucets in the...
Well, all the houses that they robbed, they were the wet bandits.
Yeah!
I swore. Keep it out. Keep it out. I swore. Keep it
That was
out.
incredible.
I swore.
That was
That was
incredible.
an essay, that answer was just say a lot of things.
Right, because I hadn't actually heard the end of the question. I was
Alrighty.
like, you better give a lot of info.
I like the
Wow.
answer. Make sure it's in
Okay,
there.
but I'm not gonna
It's
jump the
in
gun.
there.
That didn't feel good, honestly.
All right, settle
I
down,
loved
kids.
it. I loved
Settle
it.
down. It's time for another question.
Okay.
All right, if you're in an office building and having trouble connecting to the internet on your phone, it...
Wi-Fi. Turn
Yes.
on. I don't even know what to say.
What the?
I don't even know what to. She's an
It's like,
This is Rick, right?
Oh my God.
it's-
I don't even know what to say right now, but I'm so happy I'm on her team.
Wow.
Let's see, question number 46. Okay. What singer sang of someone coming home to turn her on, just like a flower almost in bloom,
Oh, I was gonna say someone else, and then I thought Bruno Mars, but I think I'm
or
wrong.
a light in a dark room? Hint, she also sang Come Away With Me, and her name rhymes with Flora Bones.
Naruto.
Yeah!
I thought it was gonna be Bruno Mars. He said turn on it.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much.
All right. Oh my goodness, I'm told that sound means that this game was a total lie, and whoever gets the next question right wins.
Yeah.
Oh
see?
my gosh.
See?
Okay,
See?
here's your last turn on. Also the name of a building in New York and known as FE,
Flatiron.
periodic table. The victors!
You are the greatest skincare.
You did it!
Oh my God.
Incredible. You did great. You did great. You did great.
I have no idea what the question even was. Everybody, give it up for Michelle Williams. That was incredible. Give it up for the whole cast of Dying for Sex as well. You can see all episodes of the new series on FX and Hulu. Be sure to check it out, y'all. Well, welcome back and welcome to the show.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Yeah, I am so excited you're here too. And last time you were here, I think we were talking about your daughter. So how's she doing? She's 4 now, right?
She's doing well. I'm doing well. She's expanding her vocabulary, which is really fun.
How so?
Like, just, I guess one thing I notice is when I ask her something like, would you like me to read you a book while we're, in the bath, instead of being like, yes, which is a fine answer, I would say. She's like, that would be delightful.
Where did she get that from?
I thought that you were going to say she started cursing or something.
Oh, no.
She's still classy.
I mean, we're on the verge. My husband is often telling me, like, please rein it in.
Oh, that's like every human around me.
Yeah.
But you know who you got. So that's your problem. What's your 4-year-old into? You have 3 kiddos. One's 4, right?
Yes, I have a 4, almost 5, and we're dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody speaks that language.
Oh, no,
Oh,
we
yeah.
do.
It's okay.
I probably showed my kids Jurassic Park too early. Actually, it wasn't me, it was my sister. So too early, but it's such a fun movie. We revisit dinosaurs all the time because of when they were like young, like the cartoon ones, and now they're like obsessed with anything Jurassic. Yeah. Are your kids so obsessed like that?
Yeah, obsessed, but like way too smart about it. So like I try to play with him, and I'm like, oh, maybe like the Quetzalcoatlus and the Polystyracosaurus are friends. And he's like, they didn't live in the same time period.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I was just trying to pronounce the names. Like, I was just trying to get that out.
Have very different households than mine. Like, wait, it's like, what do you think has changed, or you find out about yourself? Like, you found out about yourself, like being a mom.
I think I used to be a lot more kind of like germ-phobic and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought, I was really scared about the diapers. Like, what if that's gross? Because it is, you know,
Gross.
it's poop and stuff.
Yeah.
But it turned out that like almost everything that comes from my daughter is like somehow holy to me, to the point of her being like, the first time she threw up, like it just like, it was like, you know in Jurassic Park when the, when Newman gets it?
Yes. You said Newman?
Newman from Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Yeah, when he, you love that. Like she really threw up into the inside of my head. And I was just like, I love you. Like it didn't, to the point where my husband was like, what the heck are you now? But it's like extreme love that I'm just like, whatever you got, bring it over here.
We are different moms.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did you just do? I'm like, I'm so gross. I think I got more germophobic having kids. There is so much saliva and snot happening.
Oh, yeah.
I just wasn't prepared. No one prepared me. And it's everywhere. Like, and they're sick a lot.
Yeah.
Like walking Petri dishes of, and you have more than one, then it's like you trade. You know, everybody trades. What do you love, though, raising your kiddos in New York? Like, what do you love about that?
You know what I just learned, and so I haven't done it yet, I haven't tried it, but I just learned and I'm like very excited about it. Apparently you can take your children fishing in Central Park.
What?
Okay, I thought it was illegal, and I see them doing that all the time, and my son's like, are they allowed to do that? I'm like,
yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can.
What's alive in there? I mean,
Fish.
Carp.
yeah, like
Mermaids.
No,
that
huge
came out.
turtles that you like grill it and eat it, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying you could have the experience
That's
with
so
your
cool.
children. Yeah, because I've been looking for that. I'm like, where are we going to go fishing? How am I going to give them the childhood
Oh my God,
that I
I'm
had?
lying to my
Central
child.
Park.
Yeah, we go, we walk, and we're in there all the time because we live near it, and I always think it's illegal.
Well, apparently it's controversial because of bird watchers. So they think that you're disrupting the ecosystem, but I have it on good authority that it is legal and like protected by the NYPD. So.
Yeah,
my
okay.
gosh.
Okay, now
So,
we know.
go fishing.
The more you know. Let's get to a few commercials, though, with the help of someone in the audience.
Hi, Kelly. I'm Alex. Michelle and Jenny, I like how Dying for Sex celebrates something that moms, like the 4 of us, can all relate to, doing something just for ourselves. My pregnancy was a lot, and after I had my son last year, I needed to do some things just for me, like singing and podcasting. It's really kept me grounded. Sometimes we all have to say, let's do it. Stay here. Kelly has more with Michelle and Jenny after this.
We're back with Michelle Williams and Jenny Slate, and that was a look at their new FX series, Dying for Sex. All episodes are available now on Hulu. This is the most intense part about this, is finding out the whole story, and then, like, it's real. It's based on a true story in a podcast, which I had never heard of before this. That's heavy.
Yeah, 2 real best friends.
Yeah.
2 real best friends. It's about, they made this beautiful podcast that they were working on while she was sick. When Molly she was given a terminal diagnosis, and she was married, and she turned to her best friend. She left her husband, and then she turned to her best friend and said, I want to die with you. And they made this beautiful podcast like throughout her illness, but it was really about her reclaiming her life before she lost it. And so they left this incredible record of their time together and of this woman's like very brave exploration of her sexuality and her body. And then we made a TV show out of it.
Yeah, the subject. I mean, I don't think a lot of people like to talk about it. Obviously, it's hard, but a lot of people are going through those moments when you get those diagnoses and you're like, wait, what do I really want in life? What do I, your perspective kind of changes, and when you're given that time clock, basically. But it's funny too, though. The show is fun. Like, there's a lot of humor in it, which I think is very important in dark situations. Do you find like humor really helps?
Of course, yeah. I mean, I think, I don't know. It's only my personal belief, but like there's a lot to see in the shadowy parts, but they can feel so so scary to even look into that we might like deny that we're there. But the humor is like, the way to shine the light in there and learn something and get stronger. And I think our show really, it's really provocative. It's really funny and silly, and it's also like you can see that the realness of a beating heart. And I think the humor is a way to just kind of like lift the heavier things up so that we can deal with them honestly. And I don't know, I really like, I like that combo.
Yeah, I think you have to have that combo, or then it's just darkness.
Yeah.
Right? Even like people that suffer from depression, even other, areas of life, it's like you have to find some kind of humor, like even in the darkest of moments. Y'all are both like ride or dies, friends in this. Do you have those in real life that are like your ride or die, whatever happens?
Yeah, I've got my busy. She said, well, you know what, Michelle, like when you get on those talk shows, I know you get like a little bit nervous, and if they ask you anything that you don't really know what to say, just talk about your crazy best friend. And I was like, that actually really helps me. I will. Like if I get stuck, I will.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love what I do. My trick is if they ask me a question I don't want to answer, I just like act aloof, and then I just answer whatever I want to answer. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get the question. I have acted stupid a lot. Because sometimes you're like, I don't want to go there. Like it depends on the day for you, like how deep you want to go or whatever. So I get that as well. What about you? You have a ride or die?
I am lucky enough that I also, my best friend Quinn, I met her in a comedy club when we were like in our early 20s. So we've been friends for 4 years. Sorry, my eyes stuck shut. And yeah, she's the kind of person that like I could call her in the middle of the day and say like, I don't like my couch or something, but also call her and say something really serious. And I genuinely don't feel that I could keep it together without her. She's definitely my favorite, one of my favorite occurrences on planet Earth. Yeah.
What a great way to, you're so funny. What a great way to put it. We actually have a couple more of Michelle and Jenny's co-stars here, so let's bring them out now. You've seen them in series like Catastrophe and Transparent. You can also see them now in Dying for Sex on FX and Hulu. Please welcome Rob Delaney and Jay Duplass. Show. I didn't know where you were supposed to sit. Choose your own adventure, people.
They told us
outside. It does. I don't really care. No, more to the left. Go to the left. No. Who are your characters in the show? Tell everybody.
Okay.
Jump right in there.
Yeah, my character is called Neighbor Guy. I know, and you'd think, why did they have the 18th person on the call sheet on the couch? Because Neighbor Guy is a little bit important. He's Molly's neighbor, and they wind up having kind of a fling that turns into something more serious. And then Jay is my nephew in the show.
I feel like it's like 3 elves and Santa Claus here. Is that just me? I play Steve, who is Molly's husband, and I think Nikki's nemesis.
I know.
On some level.
Isn't that so strange? Because in fact, in life, we love each other so much. Yeah.
I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange? It's the same.
It's one of the people I like the most, so it's really fun to be able to pretend to dislike him so much.
Any secret anger, just get it out. No, I heard that you met your wife in kind of an interesting way, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes. I was doing a lot of salsa dancing at the time,
which I love.
I had a Latin girlfriend, and she broke up with me, and then that's all I had at the time. And I went to a nightclub, and my wife, who's Irish American, was glowing in there because she was the whitest person in there by far. I was like, wow, look at this person. And we danced, and I didn't mess it up.
I love that you salsa dance. Well, Rob posted this photo. So what's the story here? Because this looks like a fun night.
Right. So
You know?
what that is I was cleaning out a storage unit of ours,
Yeah.
and I found the bikini that my wife was wearing a million years ago when I proposed to her. Yeah, so that little thing, she put that on her body.
Yeah.
And wore it. And because we were swimming.
I'm gonna run it.
Yeah. And yes, she happened to be wearing that when I proposed to her. Yeah.
Oh, I love it, those little moments. Like in life when you see something and it kind of draws you back. Yeah, that's awesome. And sexy. Okay, we need a short break. So we were talking to them about how humor, you need it in like a dark time. Do y'all feel the same in life?
Yeah, I mean, life is hard.
Yeah.
You need jokes to lubricate the rough stuff. So definitely, man. I mean, without humor, yeah, I would be dead for sure.
Yeah, no, I feel like it would just be too dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Gotta
I
laugh
would
to
murder
keep from
somebody.
crying.
Or, did you say or murder someone?
Yes. Works both ways.
We
You
can
either
be
die
friends.
or you murder somebody. You gotta have one or the other.
So wait, so your characters actually hate each other, but then y'all end up, like you said, y'all end up kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun tension.
It's super fun. Yeah. My character's gross in the beginning. We did lots of wonderful takes where I'm like eating food in the elevator with Michelle and just glops of sour cream, and she justifiably hates him. He's dirty.
Yeah.
But then they kind of, then they realize that there's some dirty overlap that they like.
Yeah.
And then it flowers into something, even bigger.
Oh man, there's nothing better than tension. Yeah, okay. Well, a lot of this show takes place in a New York City apartment building. I hear you had a memorable roommate once. Is this true?
I did. My roommate in college named Lee Cohen. Sorry, Lee.
Wow, you really did it.
Like a
really
full
give it to
name.
him. Yes. It was a really sweet roommate situation because everybody thought we were twins and it was kind of like fun and cute. But then there was a month where I guess it felt like our apartment, smell-wise, was going to hell. That's the best way I can say it. And we were rooting around the apartment we thought it was a dead rat. We thought it was a million things, but it was Lee's family tradition of saving meat fats in a can under the sink. And so I discovered it, and I was basically like an angry grandmother when he came home. I was standing at the door and scolded him. But a lot of crazy things happen in that apartment.
Yeah. So you live in London now, right?
I do,
I love London. So do you drive there? Are you brave enough?
I have a license, but I don't use it because they have great public transportation there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah. Do you know why they drive on the left instead of the right side of the road?
No.
It's pretty cool. And it's also, once you hear this, you're going to be like, oh, that's correct. Because roads used to be for horses, right? And when somebody on a horse encounters somebody with another horse, you got to pull out your sword. And since most people are right-handed, they reach across like this so that righties, which are most of us, can fight each other with a sword when you're now driving. But back then, it was when you're on a horse.
Lefties were screwed.
Yeah, lefties dead immediately.
Lefties died left and right, so there's not as many.
They thought they would have their sword in the car? No, I mean, I don't understand anything anyone is saying out here. Like, I just say, like, so, that's so hard. I mean, I'm a terrible driver, so I'm like, oh, that I would literally die by my own sword in my car.
Yeah. I do want to ask a serious question because this is such a heavy, and you're all four out here now, this is such a heavy topic and honestly, a very much a reality in a lot of people's lives, like right now. Like, what do you hope people are gonna get from it? Because I know it's a catchy title, it's funny, and there are funny moments, but it's a very serious thing. What do you hope people walk away? Because a lot of people get that diagnosis, and it's very heavy.
Well, I think for me, what moved me so much when I listened to the podcast was her bravery. And I don't know that I would have that. Like, if I was given X amount of time to live, like, on what terms would I do it? Would I do it? Would I have the courage to use that time in a new and inventive and bold way that befitted my one and only? Or would I be like, clutching at the, table, like kicking in, and so I was so compelled by this person who used a diagnosis as a portal back into herself, and ultimately as a way to heal something before she left.
Yeah.
And
like a sense of closure for herself. Yeah. 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 I was just curious because it's very funny, obviously we saw, but it is just such a serious thing, like it's statistically for everyone right now. So I was just curious. For y'all as well, what do you hope people get from it?
I was just gonna say, just enjoy having sex however you want to have sex. But after Michelle said that, it sounds real shallow. No, I really. No, that was beautiful. But I do feel in general that, like, people just should do what they want to do and be honest about it and just enjoy life. Life is very short, and I
love your answer.
Oh, thanks.
It's a great answer.
It's just like, get weird, do whatever you want to do, and just
find your other weird person.
Love your people.
You're kind of weird. Yeah, I love that answer. I really do. We need another break though.
Make it a 3-shot.
It's gonna slowly roll out.